when you receive the head harness is going to come open just like this. And the reason why is because the first step is going to be attaching your shroud. Let's talk about shrouds for a second. This is the Ops Core MBS. It comes with a series of screws, and for this one, you're going to need the shortest screws that it comes with. So first step is you're going to be attaching the screws through the thermoplastic and the squadron, and you're going to stick your screws through the thermoplastic, just like this. Oops. You might need to do this one at a time here. Take your shroud, line it up, get the nut, and you can start just by kind of hand tightening it on there. Once you have those tightened down, you can take your screwdriver and just go hand tight it, give it a little twist there, make sure it's tight. You can use thread lock if you wanted to. Okay, so now once your shroud is on, as an option, you could get some adhesive Velcro and stick some adhesive Velcro on the thermoplastic and the foam to keep it, but the straps will hold it in place once you route the straps through. So once you have your shroud attached, you're going to take one of the side pieces of webbing and you're going to start by putting it up and through all the layers, just like this. And then you're going to come back around, and you have many options here. So if you're not attaching a chin strap, I would recommend going all the way through. We do have some chin straps coming out, and we'll do a separate video on attaching the chin strap. But you're going to want to route this webbing all the way through to where you want your TriGlide sitting on your head. And also depending on how big or small your head is. There's many ways to do this, you'll find. So I'm going to come out this one right here because I want my TriGlide to kind of sit in this spot, because I want to be able to go through the TriGlide, up and down, and then out the back. So on the back piece, this is the counterweight adapter. You're going to take one of the TriGlides off, and you're going to slide it on right here. And this is where you got to kind of figure out how big your head is. I have an average size head. For me, I need about 1.5 inches of gapping on the front right here. So you're going to slide that TriGlide on. And I'm going to take this excess, I'm going to go back inside, and I'm going to come out the back. So you'll notice that the back is open. That's so you can actually pull that webbing through, just like that. And now that TriGlide is going to be sitting right there. And now I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to come out right here, just like I did the other side. I'm going to find that spot. At this point, once you have the webbing through, you can put it on your head and kind of get an idea of how much slack you need so that it fits. Once you have that in the right spot, take your other TriGlide off, put it on, and again, I'm going to go back in here and then out the back. So now that that TriGlide's secure right there, now is when I can actually double check my fit. I can put it on my head, I can give myself some slack, or I can tighten it down further to give you the right size. Same thing with the top. You can adjust, you want this to ride high, almost on the hairline, not on your forehead. If you wear this with like your eyes down too far, depending on the shape of your head and the size of your head, your goggles may sit too low. So you want this high on the forehead. The back is obviously elastic, and so this is going to go down kind of underneath the back of your head where it meets the neck. So once you have this adjustment, this is excess right here. There's a few things you can do. You can tuck it back into itself to kind of make that, you know, clean it up. Or if you don't plan on loaning this to anybody, and these, you know, you can trim these if you wanted to, you know, or route it back on itself, up to you, but this is slack. So now you're gonna take your counterweight piece. The counterweight attachment also has this top strap. So what you're gonna do is you're going to, there's also many ways to do this. You can feed it through just like this. And now you're going to feed it through the top. This is long enough to go all the way to the front, or if you have a really big head, you might need to cut it. Or you might need to double it up. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna come through this back piece, and then once you route it through, you're gonna also do the same thing. So this is where you adjust your counterweight. So depending on how it sits on your head, you want this kind of sitting lower. You don't want it high on the head, you want it lower on the head so that it actually counterweights the goggles. But you can shorten one side and lengthen the other, or you can route both of them through. If you have a smaller to medium-sized head, you could probably get away with not cutting this and just running both of these through the front. Or you can take this part off, trim it right here, or cut it, up to you, but there's slack there in case you need it. So in this case, I'm just gonna route this back just to kind of clean it up here. So that excess is nice and tucked now. Now on your sides, you're going to run this piece through the side. So that's gonna go through the TriGlide. And you have a couple of options with this as well. So you can run it through underneath all the way, or you can do this and basically just go through one of the slots, route it back on itself, and go back through the TriGlides once again. Just like that. So now let's do the other side. So that's how it attaches. If for some reason you feel that this is bunching up like this because your head, it doesn't adjust your head enough, you can move these TriGlides further up, which will allow this to kind of get wider on the back of your head. So that's how you assemble the night vision head harness. If you purchased the 31 pack strap, this is how you're gonna do it. You're gonna take your 31 battery pack and you're going to Velcro it on, just like this. You're going to take this piece and you're going to route it up underneath. Sorry, just like this. And then once these holes meet up, that goes up and along the back. You can kind of hold it in place with your thumb. Comes with a piece of shot cord and a barrel lock. This piece of shot cord is going to route through this channel right here. And that's going to come down and it's going to go through both layers. So once the holes are lined up, that goes through just like this. Take your barrel lock, put it on, and now you take the sides and you're going to go in that first slot closest to the Velcro. And then what you can do is you can come out and then again through the TriGlide. Same thing on the other side. And that's how you attach the 31 pack strap. If you guys are interested in doing the Boonie Mod, all you do is poke some holes in your Boonie cover, and then before you attach the shroud, you just stick the Boonie cover in between the thermoplastic and the shroud. And then you would assemble your harness as normal. And that's how you do the Boonie Mod. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out. You can reach me on Instagram at Tracer Tactical, or you can email us at sales@tracertacticalgear.com.